King Ahab, confident in his impending victory, gathered 400 prophets who promised him triumph. But despite their words, a shadow of doubt loomed in his heart. Then the truth-teller Micaiah stepped forward. The prophecy he delivered shattered Ahab's illusions, revealing a grim fate. As the battle approached, the king was faced with a choice: confront the truth or continue down a path that led to certain death. In the land of Israel, King Ahab, the ruler of Israel, and King Jehoshaphat, the ruler of Judah, were preparing for a great battle. The two kings decided to join forces to fight against the Arameans, who were threatening their lands. But there was a problem. King Ahab wanted to know if they would win the battle, so he called for the prophets. Ahab gathered 400 prophets who all told him what he wanted to hear. "Go to war, you will win," they said with great confidence. But King Jehoshaphat, who was wise, was not convinced. He asked, "Is there not another prophet of the Lord here that we might inquire of him?" 1 Kings 22:7. Ahab was not pleased with Jehoshaphat's request. "There is one more prophet, Micaiah, son of Imlah." Ahab said, "But I hate him, for he never prophesies anything good about me, but always bad." 1 Kings 22:8. However, Jehoshaphat insisted, and so the prophet Micaiah was summoned. Micaiah's prophecy. When Micaiah arrived, he was asked what he thought about the battle. At first, Micaiah gave a sarcastic answer, saying, "Go and prosper, for the Lord will give it into the king's hand." 1 Kings 22:15. But Ahab knew that Micaiah was not telling the truth. "How many times must I make you swear to tell me nothing but the truth in the name of the Lord?" 1 Kings 22:16. Ahab demanded. Then Micaiah spoke the truth. He revealed a vision that shocked everyone. "I saw all Israel scattered on the hills, like sheep without a shepherd," Micaiah said. And the Lord said,
"These have no master. Let each return to his house in peace."
1 Kings 22:17. Ahab's face darkened. He was angry.
"Didn't I tell you that he never prophesies anything good about me?"
Ahab complained, but Micaiah continued, giving even more details. "I saw the Lord sitting on his throne with all the host of heaven standing by him." The Lord said,
"Who will entice Ahab into attacking Ramoth-Gilead and going to his death there?"
1 Kings 22:19-20. The mysterious plan. Micaiah's words left everyone in shock, but he wasn't done. He told Ahab that the Lord had allowed a lying spirit to go out and deceive the prophets, leading them to speak falsely. This revelation shifted the mood in the room. Ahab's anger turned to fear. His victory was no longer certain. It seemed that God had already decided that the king would die in battle. In response, the king's officials decided to lock Micaiah up in prison, with orders to feed him only bread and water until Ahab returned from battle. 1 Kings 22:27. But Micaiah, undeterred, boldly declared, "If you return safely, the Lord has not spoken through me." 1 Kings 22:28. As Micaiah was taken away, the air was thick with suspense. The question remained: would Ahab listen to the truth, or would he go to his death trusting in the lies of his prophets? The battle and Ahab's fate. The battle began, and despite the warning, Ahab went to fight. But he tried to hide his identity, telling Jehoshaphat, "I will disguise myself and go into battle, but you wear your royal robes." 1 Kings 22:30. Ahab thought this would protect him from the enemy. But little did he know, his fate had already been sealed. As the battle raged on, a soldier shooting an arrow at random struck Ahab between the sections of his armor.
"Get me out of the fight! I'm wounded!"
Ahab cried to his chariot driver, 1 Kings 22:34. But the wound was fatal, and by evening, King Ahab was dead, just as Micaiah had prophesied. The dogs came to lick his blood, exactly as the word of the Lord had foretold, 1 Kings 22:38. Ahab's body was brought back to the city, but his death marked the end of his wicked reign. The prophecy had come true. Micaiah had spoken the truth, even when it was hard to hear. This story isn't just about kings and battles. It's a lesson in the importance of listening to the truth, no matter how difficult it might be to hear. And it reminds us that God's plans always prevail, even when they seem impossible.